Hey everyone, it's Jen, and I am here to do my September favorites. And I guess it's probably a mix of the last couple of months because um, I haven't done one of these videos in quite some time. But these are the products that I found myself reaching for through the month of September. Some of them are a little bit repetitive, but hey, when you find a really good product, you're going to continue to reach for it time and time again. And that's how I feel about some of these products. Now, I've just kind of filled my little Sephora bag here with the products that I've been using, and I'm just going to pull them out one by one. They're not going to be in any particular order whatsoever, but again, these are my favorites for the month. So, one of my first favorites, and I think it's going to be one of my favorites for a very, very long time. It already has been for quite some time, is the Vichy Normadern Taint Foundation. It's an anti-imperfection foundation. I've been using it for quite some time. It is an excellent foundation if you have really oily skin. I'm probably going to be doing a video sometime in the near future, hopefully very soon, about my favorite foundations for oily skin. And this one is the best if you're looking for something, if you're going to be sweating a lot, or you're just one of those people that's really, really oily, and you have this around you. I'm not sure if it's just available in Canada, but I did get a sample a couple of weeks ago of the Lancome Taint Idol or something like that, which is supposed to be, one of the top-notch foundations for oily skin. And in all honesty, I found this to be pretty comparable to that, if not even a little bit better. And I'm not quite sure of the price on the Lancome. I'm going to assume it's probably around the $40, $50 mark. And I do believe I paid $28 for this, and I've been using it for quite some time. So that's the first one. And I always set my foundation with the Revlon Photo Ready powder. As you can see, wow, it just suddenly got really dark in here. I'm almost done, so I will have to pick up another one of these. And then moving on, again, one of my favorite products and brands is Quo, and this is my eyebrow palette. Um, it contains a small brush, which I generally don't use. I use my bigger brush, the eyebrow wax, and the eyebrow powders. I tend to go through the wax so much faster than the powders, but that's what it looks like. So you get one for the lighter brows and one for the darker as well. This is my all-time favorite product for brows. Okay, as I mentioned, I am going to do a separate video on my favorite foundations for oily skin, but these are the couple of the ones that I've used throughout the month. Sappho Cosmetics, and the color here is Lisa. This is a little bit on the costly side, but it is chock full of really great ingredients for your skin. Another one that seems to keep my skin pretty much matte all day long. So I love that one. And then I also love, especially when I'm in a hurry, I find this one applies really quickly and quite flawless, is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. And my color is Classic Ivory Light 2. And then when I'm looking at either a little bit extra coverage, or if I'm just looking for a lighter coverage on its own, I tend to go for my Baked Mineral Foundation in Simply Beige. That looks like this. And I will provide the link below where you can purchase this. And that's what that looks like. Again, this is full of some really great ingredients that are good for your skin, so that is another reason why I reached for that particular one. Now, moving on to highlighters. I have been on a highlighter kick lately. Always on, I'm always on the lookout for that really great highlighter. And there are a few that I tend to reach for all the time. First and foremost, the ones that I reach for, and I think because I have 3 different color choices for it, are the Milani Illuminating Face Powders. And I have the 3 that they have, Color 1 and Amber Nectar, which this one provides a little bit more of a bronzy kind of highlight. And then for the pink highlight, we have Color 3, Beauty's Touch. And then for a more natural with a hint of bronzy highlight is color number 2, Hermosa Rose. Love, love, love this one. And then this one is actually fairly new, but I'm really loving it for highlighting under the eyes. I just find that it's making me appear more awake. And that is the Hard Candy Moon Glow. Another thing I've been using this for actually is to highlight just under my brow bone. I don't tend to reach for, you know, a separate highlighter or a shadow. Sometimes I find that a highlighting shadow is a little bit too heavy looking, so I want something that's a little more natural looking. So one of the other ones that I really love is the Physicians Formula Translucent Pearl. And quite some time ago, I did a tutorial about getting a natural glowy face, and this definitely does achieve this. I do, however, find this one to be a little bit much generally under the eye area, so I tend to apply just right on the upper portion of my cheekbone. Another thing that you can do with this is very lightly use it all over your face to give yourself that really dewy look. So loving that. And then another one of my favorite highlighters is this Stila one, but the name seems to have worn off, and it lasts forever, and you barely need any product at all. And that is what that looks like. So that, I believe, is it for highlighters. A couple of my favorite blushes. I always reach for my Physicians Formula Happy Booster because the colors that they have, all of them look really great. But I show those every month, so I'm not going to pick those up again. But another one that's very comparable to that is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends Sheer Highlighting Blush. Again, another one that looks really natural and provides just a hint of color. And then another one that I find looks really, really natural, especially for fall, is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish in Berry. And I'm actually wearing this one today. Let's see. Now, you guys know that I've been trying out a few concealers. And so far, aside from the ones that I just picked up in my little mini haul that I showed you, the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller works wonders for me. I have oily skin and, as I mentioned a few times, more mature skin where I'm seeing the fine lines, and this does not settle. It provides a really great highlight, just a really great all-around product. And then another one, because I can use it for fuller coverage and for, you know, different imperfections, is the Ben Nye Total Cover Wheel. And that's what it looks like there. So you get all of your colors, you know, you get the peachy one, you get your darker ones, the really pale ones. So with the Ben Nye color wheel, you're pretty much going to have a concealer for most of the skin tones, and you can kind of blend them together to get that perfect color for you. Now, lately, I haven't been doing a whole lot of shadow or makeup in general because I've been working a lot, and with my job, I'm around steam a lot, so I have to be careful with what makeup I choose to wear during the day because it's either going to run or not last. But one of my favorites, you guys know that I'm a huge, huge fan of the color tattoos, and I recently picked up the one in Tough as Taupe, I believe it's called. Yeah. And this one just, again, I'm with the more natural lately. Provides just that natural hint of color, a little bit of a base if you're doing, you know, a brown smoky eye or something like that, but I'm absolutely loving this color. And then another shadow, and I'm wearing this one today as well. When I'm just looking for that little bit of sparkle to my eye without putting a lot of color, I go to my Milani Baked Eyeshadow, and the color is Intermix, color 612. It's a marbleized baked eyeshadow. And of course, you can always use these wet to amplify the intensity. I actually have never worn any of my shadows wet, I think, aside from maybe once or twice. Just not something that I tend to do. And bronzer. And again, I'm wearing this today. I actually forgot that I had this. I had bought this in a little mini kit. A lot of times with the higher end products, if you can buy the little sample kits where you get a few of the products to try, I like to do it that way because that way I'm getting to try a few of the products. And if I actually don't like them, then I'm not losing out a whole lot and I'm not stuck with some huge compact full of something that I'm not going to use. As well, I have so much makeup that a lot of times I find I'm never going to go through the full-size product anyways, unless it happens to be something that I absolutely love that I'm using, you know, on an almost daily or weekly basis. But anyways, is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I like this one because you can use it for contouring because I'm so fair, and this tends to be a bit of a darker color and it's a matte color. Works really great for contouring as well as just giving that bronze kiss look. Now onto mascara. This continues to be my favorite mascara of all times, and it's not anything really high end. You can find it in the drugstore. You can find it at Walmart. I'm sure for my US friends, you can find it at Target and Walgreens and all those stores. And it is the Rimmel Glam Eyes Mascara. I find this mascara does the best job of separating my lashes, lengthening them, and just giving that really sultry appearance. And I love the rubber bristled brushes. I've always said that. But what I tend to do lately is also go over it with a coat of the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. If I'm looking for a little bit more volume, I guess, uh, looking to make my lashes appear a little thicker, I will go over it with this. And then sometimes I'll go back through it again with this. But I find it really is a great combination. Onto lips. As I'm putting on the rest of my makeup, one of the first things that I do after I cleanse my face is put on my Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in Hibiscus. Now, sometimes I will actually wear this on its own. It just provides a little hint of color with some shine to it, so your lips don't look quite as dull. Now, before I move on to lips, there are a few brushes that I use on a daily basis, but I really love my Lancome brush. The size of this brush and just the density and the softness of this brush, I find this really great for a number of purposes. If I'm looking just to put a light dusting of blush on the apples of my cheeks, I find this is a great brush to use. If I'm looking to highlight, again, it's a perfect size to do that. It's also the perfect size for applying bronzer. I would love to own, it's almost too bad they didn't have this in a few different colors, and that way I could assign, you know, a certain color for a certain purpose. But anyways, love this brush. Now on to lips. Now, because it's fall and a lot of times I'm tending to lean towards a more neutral kind of earthy look. I have a number of favorites. Some of them are just all-time favorites of mine to begin with. Now, I've developed a whole new love for my Revlon lip butters, and I do have a few other colors that I love, but these are the three that I'm finding I'm reaching for most this month, and it is Lollipop, Sweet Tart, and Sugar Plum. Sugar Plum is kind of a deeper mauve kind of color, purpley, perfect for fall, and I just love how hydrating these are, how natural and smooth they look, and they last quite a long time on me, so I'm loving those. And also, one of my favorite lipsticks is from Revlon. I actually like a lot of Revlon's cosmetics. If I had to pick one drugstore brand that was my favorite, it would have to be Revlon. So this color is Lilac, and I do have the matching gloss somewhere that I do love as well. Um, Another lipstick that I love is this Maybelline Born With It. Again, a really, really nice neutral. I'm also loving my OCC Lip Tar, and this one is in Tone. I'm wearing this today with a neutral lip liner and a gloss. I'm also loving this Sephora lipstick, and the color is Star, I do believe. Or actually, sorry, it's Attitude. And it's a really nice shimmery pink. And then one of the glosses that I find looks great over any of my lipsticks is the Vinyl Gloss from Rimmel London. And the color is worn out, so I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm thinking it was, no, this wasn't Jellyfish. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can make this out and let you guys know what it is, but it's a really, really very light neutral pink. Another great thing for fall is this Laura Geller Dream Creams lip palette in Apricot Berry. It just gives you a few choices as far as your lip color goes. And I haven't used the top two yet, but I've used the bottom two a couple of times, and I really like these. And as far as eyes go, a couple of my favorites. I love the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. It's a 2-in-1 lash boosting serum and eyeliner in one. I'm wearing this one today. I find with this one, it's a little easier to use than many of the other, felt tip marker style kind of liquid eyeliners. Probably really, really great for a beginner because I'm still trying to perfect my winged liner as it is myself. It's one of those things I find on a daily basis. Either it's happening or it's not. But I love this because it does help lengthen your lashes, as well as just really easy to use, and it's not quite as black as some of the others. So if you're looking for a softer look, I would go with this one. But when you're looking for something darker and you're looking for something with staying power, then I would recommend the Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio Black. Again, fine felt tip marker style. Love this one, and it will last you all day long. Now, I'm finding lately that I am kind of veering away from black eyeliner most days. I'm finding it to be a little too heavy looking, so what I've been going for is the Milani Liquify Eye Metallic Eyeliner Pencil in the color brown. And again, I'm wearing this today. For those of you who are on a budget and looking for a really great eyeliner that is comparable to Makeup Forever's, because those are known to be one of the top brands for their eyeliners and their staying power. This is so much better than Urban Decay's. Probably one of the best eyeliners in my opinion ever, and very, very affordable. So guys, that's it for my beauty favorites for September. I know this video is quite long, and I will try and cut out where I can to make it a little bit shorter, but there have been a number of products that I've loved, and I actually scaled this back a little bit. But anyway, stay tuned. I have some other videos in the works, but with my hectic work schedule lately and just life in general, um, you know, things happen and you get a little hard pressed for time, especially when it comes to editing videos. And it takes me a little longer when I have to do stuff because Not that my videos are very fancy or anything, but I am not very blessed when it comes to editing and adding in, fancy things. So it takes me a little bit longer than most people. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll be talking to you really soon, and bye for now.